It comes for Cantona! I don't believe it! You just couldn't write this script.
Tell me about it, or rather tell them. Everything they touch just seems to turn to silver. The double-double in double quick time. Party time on the streets of Manchester. The championship was won in champion style at Middlesbrough, and a place in history was secured a week later at Wembley.
History has been made by Manchester United. No club has done the double-double before. Eric Cantona is the king recrowned.
And so many young tyros at the court of King Eric. The youth team performed their own double, League and Lancashire Cup. Jimmy Ryan's reserves are champions once again in an all-singing, all-celebrating season for United. Only the cup final record failed to strike a #1 chord. But it's farewell to Norman Davies. The king of the kitmen says goodbye after more years than even he cares to remember. Norman began at United when Brian Kidd was scoring goals like this. Classic clashes on Derby Day, 71.
McElroy steps over it and Kidd scores, no trouble.
Plus your chance to win Charity Shield tickets in our Goal of the Season competition. Once again, the choice is enormous. But we begin with scenes of triumph, smiling faces greeting a city tour, a bus bearing pieces of silverware, after a dramatic and historic season ended with the double, a double-double. No wonder they were celebrating.
The fans deserve success and everyone's worked hard at Manchester United to bring it.
It's unbelievable, dream come true. People have come out in their thousands as they have done the last few years, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here.
It's an illustrious roll of honour dating back to the last century in Preston North End, but the significant dates come more than 100 years later, 1994 and 96, United double years. The final chapter began on the last day of March. The FA Cup run had gathered momentum following victory over Sunderland. Reading, City and Southampton had fallen on the way to a semi-final meeting with Chelsea, though injury once again forced the absence of Messrs Bruce and Pallister. It was David Beckham who came in on the right-hand side of midfield, and it was he that proved to be the match winner.
Cole with Lee. Cantona! Oh, he's hit the post! Brilliant effort. Interesting to see how near Hitchcock got to it, actually. But that was very nearly the reply that would have been an absolute perfect riposte to what Hullett had done for Chelsea. Just look at that shot from Cantona. Manchester United are level. Cantona and Cole. And Chelsea were unable. Burley holds his head in dismay, because that mistake, which the goalkeeper had no chance of retrieving, has given Manchester United the lead for the first time. And Eric Cantona and Ruud Hullett were very much at the centre of a thrilling semi-final. The Dutchman finishes up on the losing side, some sad Chelsea faces, but some delighted Manchester United ones. The double is still on for the second time in 3 years.
You've seen it on the telly, I've run forward and I've just hit it, and, feeling's unbelievable, really.
Go on, explain that feeling. What was it like?
Explain it. You can't explain the feeling like that. It's something, I've never had before.
Walking on air?
Yeah, definitely. Better.
Now there's records everywhere you look at United, and through the years the Reds on vinyl have done almost as well as the Reds on grass. The club already have a #1 single to their name. It started way back with the United Calypso and came full circle to last year's offering, which featured the rapper Strike Up. This time, producer Pete Waterman's studio is the setting for the cup final recording, the sound, and in a high-tech video age, the look, all important.
Watch that nose now.
3 top 10 singles in a row is quite an act to follow, and the technicians were leaving nothing to chance. But these things take time, and what a talented lineup in this band. What a picture for the front cover of any CD.
Really nicely live.
Got a lot to live up to, actually. We were #1 last time, so you know, if we can do the double with the league and the cup, yeah, I suppose it makes it the trouble if we get to #1, yeah.
So you're not jaded about the pop star lifestyle then at all?
No, they can keep the pop star lifestyle. If this is what you have to do every day, you can keep it doing.
And so Move, Move, Move didn't quite move all the way up the charts, but of greater significance was the Parson move that was taking United closer to the Premiership title. Derby Day at Main Road in April, a vital game for both sides. Steve Bruce restored to the lineup, though he wouldn't last the full 90 minutes. It actually took just 6 minutes for United to register in a game of tit for tat.
Nicky Butt. And United forcing the pace from the start. Here's Keane, Irwin. Oh, penalty. Somerby on Irwin. This is a definite penalty. And Eric Cantona, with a record of 7 goals in 6 games against City, is the man to take it. And he scores, as he did at Old Trafford in the Cup, against their neighbours and rivals. And Manchester United are in the lead, and they've hardly broken sweat yet. And this is Frontsek. They've got Quinn waiting for a cross again here. There he is! Oh, that must be, and it is! It's Kavalashvili! Oh, now there's been a little collision off the ball involving Beckham. This is Butt. It's Cole, it's Cantona. It's Cole for United! It's 2-1! Within a minute, they're back in front. And Phillips gets his first touch of the ball. And there's Kavalashvili again, yes! Good save by Schmeichel. Great stop. And Quinn sets City away with Clough. Not a bad ball at all, that. Uwe Rösler. Kinclubs is pulling up inside him. Still Rösler! Oh, yes! And then City caught dwelling on the ball. That will not do. It's Cantona. It's Giggs. And it's a fantastic shot by Ryan Giggs. And Manchester United are 3-2 up. How did he get that in from there? Well, they may well be celebrating down there, but City are absolutely stunned. They gave the ball away in sloppy fashion. Ryan Giggs has got Keith Curle to deal with, and look at that, it flies in up inside the near upright past Ike Immel from the edge of the penalty area. It's sheer power, that, from Giggs.
What a goal to win a derby. A sidewinder missile delivered from the Reebok sidewinder boots of Ryan Giggs. And you may remember in our last edition, 5 pairs were on offer in a fantastic competition. We asked you to name the team that Ryan made his United debut against, and judging by the postbag, it was pretty easy. Of course, Everton the answer. Congratulations to our winners, to each a pair of Ryan's Reebok sidewinders. Nice to see a Danish success this time round. So it was quite a derby in '96. Another cracker features in classic clashes. Main Road the venue, 1971 the year. Another wonderful game.
This is the big one today, and this 85th league derby between Manchester City and Manchester United could turn out to be one of the big games of the season. United's team includes 2 players who made their debut for the club in a derby game. Alex Stepney, who made his first appearance just over 5 years ago, and young Tommy O'Neill, who was tossed in for the last game of last season and has never looked back since. Now a third name is added to the list, Sam McElroy, a boy from Belfast, only 3 months past his 17th birthday, and getting his chance today because Dennis Law is unfit. McElroy to West. The crowd not liking it because they think that he got Lee booked. Kids cross, O'Neill, Best, and McElroy! What a day for the young Irishman! Mellor's header to Davies, Francis Lee. Chip forward for Bell. That could have been it. Stepney got out well to smother. McElroy couldn't change direction in time. Dowling to Bobby Charlton. Best free on the left. Here he is, put in by a good pass from Charlton. McElroy steps over it and Kidd scores. No trouble. Manchester City in absolute disarray. Look. Francis Lee pushing it on for Mellor. Lee held back. Francis Lee would have been a mite offended if he hadn't got that one. Chance for Francis Lee to score his 7th penalty of the season and bring his total to 14 goals and to put Manchester City back into the game. That's the weight on Lee's shoulders, and it doesn't worry him in the least. Lee. Beautiful ball for Bell. Here it is. Best. Best is away. Morgan out here, absolutely unmarked. Corrigan's come off his line and got a foot to it, but Dowling. And off the line by Oakes. Bobby Charlton with the corner. Corrigan's fist. Aston! And it's gone in off someone! Just under 5 minutes to go. City now must find some reserves of energy from somewhere. Summerby. Good shot! Like Summerby, a magnificent shot, but you will go a long, long way before you'll see a better save than that from Stepney. Stepney there outside his far post, having really produced the save of the match and one of the saves of the season. And he's there again and lost it. Summerby! Dowling. And that brings to an end a magnificent game of football. And surely there couldn't have been a more fitting result. Honour, I feel, has been squarely settled with a scoreline that reads Manchester City 3, Manchester United 3, and just listen to this crowd.
Back up to date, and another double to delight the Old Trafford crowd. Eric Cantona named Player of the Month, Alex Ferguson named Manager of the Month. It was a critical point in the season, and with Steve Bruce struggling with injury, in came David May to stake a claim full-time.
Cantona. Back to Irwin. Beckham on the outside. Oh, it was almost an own goal by Williams. It's a corner. Now, but the game just beginning to open up at this stage. Cantona. Feeds Giggs. Into the 6-yard box. Nicky Butt had the touch, but it's only a goal kick. Cantona tries to release Cole, and he has. Here's Cole. Well, Cole is appealing for a corner because he's claiming that Igrizovic saved that. Here's Dennis Irwin. They've pulled everybody back, Coventry. They're just challenging Manchester United to come at them and break them down. Giggs. Hit the heels of Williams. Cantona! Yes! You felt it had to come eventually. Dennis Irwin. Here's Cole. Neat little flick to find Cantona. Giggs is on the left, but he switches it back instead to Andy Cole. Daci's header has released Cole. Great save. Giggs off the post.
But 1-0 was good enough, especially with Newcastle losing 2-1 to Blackburn the very same evening. Suddenly there was breathing space. Suddenly it was United in control. What an amazing turnaround. The only sour note on an otherwise successful day, the horrific injury to the unfortunate Coventry defender David Boost. Nobody's fault, just one of those things. But one of those things that fellow professionals just hate to see. Immediately it was clear the injury was very serious, a shattered leg, and the beginning of a long, and we all hope successful, road back to recovery for David, who began his convalescence in a Manchester hospital.
I'd just like to thank all the people who've supported me, sent letters, cards, all the people in Ireland, you know, all over the country, all football teams, Coventry people, and Manchester United supporters as well. I mean, they've sent me literally hundreds and hundreds, all wishing me back playing at Old Trafford and told me that what a good reception I'll get there. So I'd just like to say a special thank you to all those people that have sent the cards and everyone in general who's sent me them.
There were fewer headlines for United's own Graham Tomlinson, who sustained a similar injury while on loan at Luton Town. Graham had been given the chance to experience first-team football in a lower division when the accident happened down at Port Vale.
As I got tackled, I could feel the force going through, and as I went down, I sort of glanced at my leg, at the corner of my eye, and I could see that it was broken. And then I just lay on the ground, and I was in a lot of pain, a lot of shock. I realised straight away.
It's a hell of a scar, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the start of it. It goes down to about there. They put a pin down there, I think about 30cm pin, and there's bolts at either end. I've had a graft, donor site, skin taken off the leg there, and they couldn't close the wound, so they had to put a big graft on here. They've stitched it, so it's like a leaf shape along there. And that's it's going to take a long time to have a permanent scar there. But I mean, it was quite a shock for me to see. It took me about 3 weeks before I looked at it.
Really?
Because the whole wound was like a big gash out your leg.
What about David Booth? Has he been in touch with you?
Well, he sent me a card, which was quite touching, because I saw his injury in the paper, which I think everyone's seen was quite horrific. And it was quite touching, getting something from him. And so I wrote him back a letter, sort of telling him the way I felt about the injury and everything. But I think he's doing okay.
It's particularly hard for Graham, who'd really begun to find his feet at Old Trafford, enjoying an excellent season with the reserves, scoring goals, settling down, maturing.
It's going to take a long time. The bone's going to obviously have to heal well. So I'm looking for the bone to walk in again, and then take it from there, getting my muscle building up. But once that's all done again, it's mental. Got to get my mind, because you're scared of anything's going to happen again. But I'm thinking positive, and hopefully I'll get through that and be back playing. But I don't know how long it's going to be, but I hope to be back sometime next season.
And I'm sure every United fan would wish to send their best wishes to Graham Tomlinson. We all hope to see him back in the not-too-distant future. Meanwhile, there was more bad news on the field down at the Dell. A surprising defeat, and a surprising reason given for it.
Cole, but Besson slipped to give Butt the chance. And the goalkeeper is relieved. Dodd goes deep. Moncau! Somehow Schmeichel's kept it out, but Moncau's got there a second time. And there was no help for Peter Schmeichel then from his teammates. Ken Moncau. Giggs can't come up with a conjuring trick or two then. Schipperley! Well, it's no more than Southampton deserve. They've forced Manchester United into errors, and Ryan Giggs not immune from that. But back comes Magilton. Schipperley. Nielsen goes outside it. Schipperley goes for the cross. Oh, Schmeichel's lost it. Matt Letizia! 3-0. Manchester United have tossed their grey shirts into the laundry basket in the away dressing room and have got permission to play the second half in blue and white. Officially, we're told, it's because the United players couldn't spot each other well enough in the grey shirts. Cantona. Keane. Here's Neville. It's a good run from him. Cole, Giggs.
Of course, a lot of people were surprised when the team came out for the second half, Alec. You'd actually changed your shirts. What was the thinking behind that?
Straightforward, the players don't like the grey strip, simple as that. I think they find difficulty picking each other out. It's one of these very difficult things for me to discuss, really, because, we've got to have great respect to Umbro, who have been marvellous sponsors of ours. But enough's enough, really, as far as I'm concerned, and we had to change it.
The grey kit had been launched last summer, yet the team hadn't won a single Premiership game in it. Whatever the reason for changing, there was a mixed reaction on the streets.
To be honest with you, I think if the best Alex Ferguson can do at half-time is change a kit, pretty poor, pretty poor.
Do you think they should dump their grey kit?
No.
Why?
No, because people have paid good money for it, and this day and age people haven't got a lot of money to throw around to buy new kits.
Oh, it's a terrible kit. I'd never buy it.
Rubbish, the grey kit. Just dump that.
What do you think they should do with the kit?
Get rid of it. burn it.
Well, it wasn't burned, but United acted quickly and dispatched it to the confines of the Old Trafford Museum. A new white outfit is in the pipeline as a replacement.
For the new 1996-97 season, Manchester United will register a white shirt as their changed jersey, which will be worn with the home short and changed white sock. As a gesture to the Manchester United supporters, there will be a £10 reduction on the price of this jersey. The change of this jersey design is a solution to a problem which is a football issue.
Do you accept that Umbro have been to blame in this matter?
If you look at blame, ultimately I would have to say that we have, to be honest with you. If we put a football kit onto the market that players, with the benefit of hindsight, we have to accept are struggling to see each other in, then ultimately we would have to accept that responsibility.
What about superstition? Is it that that's made you drop the kit?
When players win the ball or involved in close activity to each other, they're picking out players at distance is very difficult. Once their head's down, they have to lift their head. They find it difficult. Now, obviously, that if it was superstition, we didn't win the league for 26 years wearing the red jersey, so we can easily scrap that. But I don't think it's that at all.
Superstition certainly played a part in the choosing of the cup final outfits. 2 years ago, it was blue suits, and United went on to do the double. The same again seemed a reasonable option.
There was one purple colour, one orange colour and one blue one, so we didn't have much choice, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I've had a few now over the last few years, so I'm getting a bit used to it. No, quite nice actually, you know. It's quite nice, although it doesn't look that melancholy.
Usually after the night out we have after the cup final, they're not worth they're not worth saving. But yeah, oh yeah, we've worn them. Dennis Irwin has worn his for the last 4 years. The one he got in 1991.
I usually give them to my dad and my brothers, and then they wear them when they go out at night time. So I just pass them on to the family, and they wear them.
The lad said that you'll get so much stick if you wear your cup final suit after the final. So first chance I get, I'll wear it again.
Steve Bruce's valiant attempt to prove his fitness lasted just 15 minutes against Leeds at Old Trafford. The better news, Gary Pallister's returned following the continual battle with back injury. The game swung on a controversial sending off early in the first half when Mark Beeney was dismissed for handling outside the area. With no recognised keeper on the bench, Lucas Radibi went in goal and performed heroically, as did the whole Leeds team, who played as if their lives depended on it.
Neatly done by Gray, shooting chance. Oh, and nearly. Oh, yes, he's right to react like that. Giggs. McLaren. Good shot. Good save, and he's pleased about it. Owen. Beckham to his right. Cantona. On recent record will be the most likely to break the deadlock. It's a good challenge by Speed. This is Keane. Priceless goal! Just listen to the reaction. Found the room there. Beasley came to make the challenge, it was too late, and he tucked it quite beautifully into the corner. Long time in coming. Beat the challenge of Weatherall. And struck it home, truly. Cantona down the middle. Beckham. Cantona. Cantona again! Hit the crossbar!
It didn't really matter. Once again, 1-0 was good enough. Though after the game, Alex Ferguson expressed surprise about Leeds' resolve. A psychological war with Newcastle had begun.
Why are they not up the top six? I just don't understand it. They're good players, aren't they? And if they produced effort like that, they would be the top six. But of course, you think for some of them it's more important to get a result against Manchester United to stop and win the league than anything else. Which to me is they're cheating their manager. That's all it is. And of course, when they come to Newcastle, you wait to see the difference, you know?
Still, United were homing in on titles on all fronts. Jimmy Ryan's reserves on course for their second championship in 3 years, playing some fantastic football. The breeding ground for the youngsters who are currently firing the first team.
Run to the wing from Davies, surrounded by West Brom defenders, but he's found O'Kane, goes in bravely, and O'Kane finishes neatly. Parker, looking at these youngsters by example. Oh, a lovely dummy from Scholes. He gets it back, and a first-class finish from Paul Scholes. Scholes at the thick of everything to Appleton. Scholes threads it through, and Appleton finishes it off very neatly. Corner, and a reflex goal from Jurgen Karofsky.
That win, followed by a 4-0 victory over Nottingham Forest, put United firmly in control. But then this 1-0 defeat at Birmingham left them still searching for the points that would guarantee the championship. The chance came 2 days later, ironically at home to Newcastle, and this time there were no mistakes.
Some very young players out there on these two sides. Some confident players as well. Baker's away. Has support from Karofsky. And the Californian kid scores for Manchester United. Lovely run from Baker. Took a nasty little bobble, but Karofsky kept his concentration well. Stolen by O'Kane. Karofsky to Baker. Same combination that brought the goal in the first half. Gets the goal in the second. This time the scorer is Baker. And that's the Pontins League title all wrapped up.
One more. Stay that way. Come on, get it. Come on. Nice.
We are a bit quiet, boys.
Well, it's always nice to win leagues, you know. Winning leagues is the hardest competition. Harder than the Cup or any other competition, so it's good, yeah.
Spirited lot, aren't they?
No, they're a fine lot.
Last time the reserves won a league, the club went on and done the double. So you never know what's going around the corner, I should say.
I was going to say, it's the kind of club that looks at omens like that as well, isn't it?
It's a little bit that way. A little bit superstitious, I suppose, really.
But to beat Newcastle as well, it was ironic, wasn't it? Do you think Alex Ferguson will get that when they win the league?
I hope he does. When they win the league. Yeah.
He slipped then, didn't they?
Yeah. He will, yeah.
Do you think he'll get champagne poured over his head if he wins the league?
It's only baby champ for us, you know.
I was going to say there's like old enough to drink it.
Yeah, too young.
United at a canter when you check on the final Pontins League positions, a clear 10 points underlining their superiority. It's congratulations too to American international Jurgen Karofsky, who finished as top scorer ahead of Terry Cook. The Pontins Trophy was presented to Chris Casper before United's final home game of the season against Nottingham Forest in front of a packed 54,000 crowd. It was a day of decision for Alex Ferguson, who left Andy Cole on the bench and called up Paul Scholes in his place for a team performance that sent shockwaves all the way to Newcastle.
It wasn't 50-50. It's certainly more in Beckham's favour, it seemed, at the moment, but Beckham's got back on the ball. And it's a free header from Lee Sharp. 6 yards out, bang in front of goal. Best chance so far for Manchester United. It's Lee. It's Lee Sharp. Great save by Crossley. It was a terrific strike from Sharp. May. happy. Every time it breaks down, putting extra pressure on the home players. Giggs. This could be trouble for Nottingham Forest. Giggs scores! Alex Ferguson will just the goal, but the identity of the scorer.
Well, that's what Paul Scholes was put in this team to do. Get on the end of something and make it count.
The arm raised for an indirect free kick. Oh, that didn't stop Crossley putting up his arms to save it. Cantona. Oh, it's headed in by Beckham. Well, Manchester United have got a second goal here. And don't forget, we might be talking about goal difference come the final day of reckoning. Beckham had the shot from the original free kick. And suddenly, after Crossley had saved it, it was flying back his way. And the header was wonderful for Manchester United. Cantona. He's seen a route for that pass. It couldn't have been easy for Irwin. Scholes lets it run brilliantly for Beckham. Under Crossley. Another one for David Beckham. Challenging Pearson. There's a break on now with Cantona. Two to the left, one to the right. This is Giggs. This is Scholes. Well, it's in the net. And Giggs, I think, was responsible for it. He's claiming it. Lee. Sharp. There's still more to come from Manchester United. In time added on. Cantona. Still Cantona! 5-0. The perfect way to finish. A perfect afternoon for Manchester United.
The Reds back in the driving seat, extending their goal difference superiority over Newcastle, which looked to be so significant. And another great day for the kids, particularly Paul Scholes, who never fails to take his opportunities.
Well, the gaffer told me on a Friday, I think, when we was out training in the morning, and then he announced the team on Sunday before the game. And I was pleased to be playing, pleased to have a chance.
Was it a kind of a nervous wait for the kick-off time?
I don't know. I thought it would be, but it weren't too bad. It was just nothing different from any other game, really.
To get the goals there must have been wonderful.
Yeah, well, yeah, to score the first goal, yeah, I was over the moon. I didn't know what to do, really. And then scoring 5, obviously, brilliant.
Crowd inside Ewood Park supporting these youngsters tonight. This is Damien Duff. Good cross from him. And Craig Chisholm has scored for Blackburn Rovers. Callian looks up, all the big men are forward for Rovers. Dropped, and it's 2-0. James Thomas. Panic from the Manchester United team. That's a lovely finish. Ryan Ford brings Manchester United back into the game. Most of the work has been done down this left-hand side by United. It's a dangerous cross. The goalkeeper's left it. The Trees hasn't given up the chase. Oh, 2-2, right on the brink of half-time. Jonathan Mackin tries to get the crowd on his side. It's all United now. Mackin taking on the whole of the Blackburn defence, or so it seems. Here's Bremner. Oh, beautiful drive, and that's 3-2, and look at those celebrations. The ball left by Mulrine. And a cracking goal from Bremner. So, Ronnie Walworth lifts the Lancashire FA Youth Cup trophy for the 8th time. The Pontins League 1, and the youngsters have done the double, the Lancashire League and the Youth Cup final as well.
So now it was up to the first team, who'd seen Newcastle only draw at Nottingham Forest, which meant that going into the final game of the season, United had the points advantage and the definite psychological advantage. United fans made their own point on the last day at Middlesbrough, radios to the ear for the result up the road at Newcastle, but it was in the Reds' hands, and having clawed their way back into the title picture, they weren't about to let it slip now.
It's a Ryan Giggs corner for Manchester United. May! David May delivers for Manchester United.
Well, it's a straightforward delivery. Back post, it's asking for one of the bigger players to go in. May and Pallister would be the targets. He gets up early, that's the secret here. He's up well before the defender. And that's an excellent header. Right down at the feet of Gary Walsh. He can't get there. Branco on the line, can't keep it out. What a start from Manchester United.
And what a time for David May's first goal of the season. So Cole certainly has a chance to put the record straight. And of course there's a certain matter of the cup final. You better believe it. Giggs whips it in. Oh, it's Cole has scored! What a comeback! This time, his very first chance within seconds of being brought on as a substitute. And how the luck has turned for Andy Cole.
Well, is it not an ounce of time to think about this? And I think this makes a difference when you're Andy Cole. That's instinctive. He knows exactly where the goal is. He hasn't got to think about this chance. It drops down to him. He thinks, well, round on target. What a comeback. But what a decision from Alex Ferguson. Can you believe every decision that man makes recently, how they turn to goal? But a fitting way to crown the new champions. Magnificent strike from Giggs, just when you were talking, Martin, about what he's achieved in the game, and up he pops with a goal of real quality. They back off, and Giggs gets as sweet a left foot as you'd like to see. Walsh has got no chance, that's a cross coming in the net. Lovely stuff.
And even with more action to go, absolutely undeniable. But that is correct.
Written in the sky, written in the heavens. It must be true.
Sit back and enjoy it, Mr. Ferguson. You've earned it. The final whistle. It's Manchester United's championship. A win here and an emphatic one that has nailed Newcastle into second place. Amidst the glory, the major story of a Frenchman who's learnt to master himself without losing his mastery of a football. 12 points behind in January, but on top when it matters in May. The Premier champions for the third time in the 4 seasons of Premiership football. Well, who'd have thought it? With all the criticism of allowing Ince Hughes and Kanchelskis to leave, with that poor start at Villa Park, who'd have thought it around Christmas time? Defeats, very clear-cut ones as well, at Liverpool, at Leeds and at Tottenham in quick succession. In January, 12 points back, but now they've finished 4 points in front. And Eric Cantona's comeback is complete. See Norman Davies there under the cap, the long-serving kit man who retires at the end of this season. What a way for him to bow out his last league game. One of the most popular men in football, up and down the land. We'll miss him.
Won't we just? He's become part of the furniture at Old Trafford, part of the history, and he's one of the most genuine and respected men around. Kitman Norman Davies dyed in the wool red.
There's been no awkward players. I go to like when Martin Buchan played. He was very, very professional, and everything had to be spot on, and you could rave and rant at one another. But you accept that, because he's going out to play a game. It's like Big Peter now. The stuff I put out for Big Peter is unbelievable.
Come on, tell us what.
Well, he has 2 shirts. He has his shorts and his brand new socks every game. 2 briefs. A pair of white shorts and black socks, because he likes to warm up in those. Then he has his warm-up shirt, his warm-up top, and he has 4 undershirts. He has his choice, you see, and his elbow pads, his back belt. Not that he always wears it, but it's got to be there in his place. He's waterproof. 2 pair of boots, a pair of flip-flops, because he won't go walk anywhere in bare feet.
You're not a kit man, you're a butler for him, aren't you?
Well, it's part of your job, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you don't look at it that way. Like Eric wears the same shorts every game.
Really?
Every game. So if I had a game Saturday, and the laundry ladies at him on the weekend, he's got a game Monday, they've got to be washed, because he's got your name in the back of his shorts.
I was going to say, it's like the old school uniform, is it?
That's
He's got
right.
Eric Cantona in the back.
Eric sticks in the back. He likes the same shorts. I'll probably have to set them to Wembley maybe, just in case he asks for them.
Do you have to iron his collar as well?
No. Eric's extra, what he holds his socks up with. Nobody ever seen before. That's the first time they've ever seen them before.
26 years Norman's been with the club, working under different managers. He's seen hundreds of players come and go, United greats of recent memory, and through it all there's only been one mistake. Well, so he says.
Ron Atkinson was manager, and we went to Ireland on a pre-season game. And I packed everything, and I'd been down to the ground and laid everything out. And we got back to the ground before the game, maybe about 2:15, and Mick Duxby asked me for his shin pads. And as soon as he said that, I knew I'd dropped a clanger. I thought I'd left him at Old Trafford. So I flew out of the dressing room, and fortunately there was a policeman on his motorbike outside. And I said, can you do me a favour? Find me a sports shop and get me 16 pair of shin pads. And he flew off with his blue light flashing, but in 10 minutes he was back with 16 pair of shin pads. And I got away with it. I got my backside kick, but I got away with it.
Your own suitcase when you go on holiday as well?
I'll have to do that tonight. No, no, I don't. The wife does it. Yeah, no. I'll never do that, no. I do enough packing.
Norman's been to Wembley more times than any other United figure, appeared in more photos, been captured on more cameras. And here the famous red kit for Wembley '96, a fitting swan song to an amazing career.
Will there be tears in your eyes at full time?
It will be, yeah, it'll be upsetting. It'll be the last time we're going involved. We're actually working at Wembley. But I'll still go, obviously, and lots of lads. If I can get a ticket, that is.
And so to the great day itself. United against Liverpool at Wembley, a heavyweight contest, and the finale to a wonderful season. With the championship tucked safely into the back pocket, United now favourites to complete the double. Eric Cantona led the Reds from the tunnel. What a turnaround for him in such a small space of time.
Here's Giggs, Cole loping into the centre again. It's Beckham to have the shot! And it would have been bulging the net but for David James. McManaman. Still Steve McManaman. Right, tees up, Redknapp! Well, the expression there reflects the disappointment. You can sense an extra buzz already at the start of the second half with the teams attacking the goals behind which their respective sets of supporters are massed. Beckham. Cantona just pulling away, trying to get in behind McAteer. Cantona! Great stop by James. In goes Cole. Corner. Extra time looming large. But Manchester United have a corner. Gary Pallister calling for it. James can only fist it. It comes for Cantona! believe it! You just couldn't write this script. What a fairy story for Eric Cantona. Manchester United in front, 4 minutes to go, and Cantona has claimed the crucial goal.
Well, he takes it in superb style from outside the box, but it has to go down as a goalkeeping error. All afternoon, James has handled brilliantly. This occasion, he comes for it. Elects to punch. He's on the floor. Cantona, absolutely brilliant. Enough defenders there, though, to clear it.
But history has been made by Manchester United. The FA Cup and the League Championship side by side. For a second time, no club has done the double-double before. And Eric Cantona is the king recrowned. The footballer of the year, the catalyst behind the championship success. And now, the FA Cup. It goes to Eric Cantona and to Manchester United.
I can't believe that it ever gets much better than this.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I'm so proud of him. Oh, fabulous day for us, I would say.
And have you had a more influential player this season than the goal scorer, Eric Cantona?
No, I don't think so. I thought he was quiet today, but his goal, magnificent composure and accuracy.
Did you think a goal was coming?
No. No, it had to be something like that.
Well, it's not new to you, but we've seen from your reaction how much all this still means to you.
Oh, it's fabulous. I'm so proud.
It really couldn't have been any other way from any other source. A picture that will stay in the memory forever. And now you could be back at Wembley if your choice for goal of the season matches that of Alex Ferguson.
That's the goal of the season.
Scott Cook, full of back heels. There he goes again. Cook's inside the Manchester United defence. He's looking for Giggs. Oh, he scored! Ryan Giggs, the scorer.
Can you believe it? Schmeichel! He's claimed the goal!
Oh, it's a beauty!
Irwin did well. It's a sharp pass from Giggs. And Chelsea can't get the ball at the moment. Cantona. Scholes is onside. He's got Cole and Giggs in support. Paul Scholes. It's two.
You can expect plenty of motoring from Manchester United tonight. In front of their own fans again. It's Giggs to Cole!
What a great goal!
Sharp, nowhere to go. Giggs in a very dangerous area. Cantona to Cole. Now he has the pace. Has he got the cool head? Everton come back. Here's Giggs. He can finish it off, and he does. Oh, a stunning goal! Spot something. He's passed it and quite matched this.
Wonderful! Absolutely wonderful!
Got hold of that all right. Screamer!
And then City caught dwelling on the ball. That will not do. It's Cantona. It's Giggs. And it's a fantastic shot by Ryan Giggs. And Manchester United are 3-2 up. How did he get that in from there?
Oh, what a goal!
Extra time looming large. But Manchester United have a corner. Gary Pallister calling for it. James can only fist it. It comes for Cantona! I don't believe it!
Wonderful memories, wonderful goals, 8 to choose from. You just have to pick one, and if your choice matches that of Alex Ferguson, then 4 tickets for the Charity Shield against Newcastle in August could be on their way to you. Answers to the usual address. And so to the end of a truly historic season. Already time to look forward to the future. Destination Europe and the Champions League, and a new assault on the biggest club prize of all.
And let's hope next year we're coming down this avenue with the European Cup.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah.
The players have got to go for it. It's a big challenge for them, and I think they're capable.